Sideshow Live. We got confetti back. Wow. That's amazing. We have so many people in the studio today, but first we're talking to, hi Erik Fetchit. This is Erik Fetchit. He's our customer support manager. So he's going to be here for the first couple segments to kind of like first have fun and then talk serious. So just a few other members of the crew that we have today. We have Nathan is in the house, and so is Bernie to talk about Green Arrow. So we have the Green Arrow premium format. Challenger's here. Dennis is here. The Brit is here somewhere, or he's supposed to be. Jen is here. Brett and Brendan, Kitty, Chicky, and Dave Igo. So you know it's going to be a weird show when Igo shows up. And
he's in the bathroom.
The Brit is in the bathroom. Thank you for the update. Yeah. We appreciate it. Anyway, we will be showing you the Spider-Man Miles Morales art print. We will be showing you the Black Panther versus Killmonger art print. We will have, like I said, the Green Arrow PF, and then we will also have the Wolverine Life-Size Bust. We are even giving away a Belle 6-scale figure from the live-action Beauty and the Beast movie, and one of the video segments will feature an unboxing that we taped earlier of her. So head on over to sideshow.com/live-contest and enter for your chance to win a Belle 6-scale figure by our friends at Hot Toys. Thank you so much, Hot Toys, for providing us with the advanced sample to give away. So stay tuned. Now, do you take a look at our blog and our featured collectors every week?
Yeah,
you
for
do?
the most part, yeah. I try. I try.
Yes. Like, because the featured collectors have some rad collections.
Yeah,
they're so crazy amazing. So this week's featured collector is Jose Alfredo Castro. Oh my gosh, take a look at this collection he has. That's insane. Lots of dark side with this guy. Even if you think about it, the Joker counts kind of. He'd be dark side for sure. So thank you so much, Jose, for sharing your collection with us. If you would like to be the next featured collector, you can head on over to sideshow.com/blog and click the Apply Now button. We love collections of all kinds, so just be sure to send us lots of pictures because that's what we like to see, and you'll be featured on the live show as well as in our blog. So, lots of trailers dropped this week. Yeah. Like so many trailers. But you were excited because
I try to avoid trailers.
Really?
Which is kind of sacrilegious.
Oh no, that's awesome. But I
don't
respect
want anything
that.
To be spoiled,
I completely respect that. But at the same time, I really dug the Wreck-It Ralph 2 trailer.
Oh, I did watch that one.
Okay, good. I was like, oh my god, that was so good.
So many like Easter eggs in there.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It was so cool. Personally, I love whatever version of Cinderella smashes a glass slipper and comes at someone.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I've never thought of Cinderella as like a kind of kick-ass princess, but she kind of just really jumped my ranking. I know Dave Igo must have watched Wreck-It Ralph too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you finally saw the first one.
Yeah, I know. Dave was the one who had me watch the first one because he couldn't believe that I'd never seen it, given like what a huge Disney fan I am. I just for some reason never saw it. But Vanellope's like my girl, and I even cosplay Vanellope now. That's how.
Voice? Can you do the voice?
I can't do the voice. My voice is does not even reach those ranges. We also had a Lego Movie 2 trailer that happened, which was all. Yeah, the Brit is like this. He's like, yeah, off camera, because everything was awesome. Good. We also had a Bumblebee movie. Woo! Really?
I'm stoked.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm excited for that. Dude, same guy, Travis Knight, who directed Kubo and the Two Strings.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, you guys just convinced me because I'm like not a Transformers person, and I know very little about Transformers besides they're more than meets the eye.
Yeah, I'm not either.
They went back to the classic
feel
look for him. You know, you get some Starscream in there.
Starscream?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He has like his classic look, his original jet design.
Yeah.
Well.
And Travis Knight, I don't know.
You just told me Kubo and the Two Strings, and I'm in.
Yeah.
So
sold
anything
right
is like in.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. And besides that, tomorrow is like my most anticipated trailer because tomorrow the How to Train Your Dragon 3 trailer drops.
Spider-Man today.
Oh, Spider-Man! Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
You need to watch it. You're gonna lose your mind.
I got to work late, so I didn't get to see it yet. I want to see it.
You're gonna lose your mind.
I love the original teaser trailer. I love that whole unique art direction style twist.
It's even better. Anyway, Spider-Man dropped today too. That was so good. But I still think my most anticipated one is How to Train Your Dragon 3, because now there's a Light Fury.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about her. Jeremy's Runge is asking, did anyone get Star Wars Celebration tickets? I'm the only one in this whole room?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Step it up, guys. I'm the only one in the whole room that got Star Wars Celebration tickets. For real.
Is Sideshow not sending us or people?
We don't know yet, and I can't count on that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
No
we
pressure.
go. Hopefully we go, but if we don't, like...
Bernie, did you get tickets or no?
Nope.
What? You and Chris are like the two Star Wars people in here.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah, but I
afford it.
have
can't
2
afford
more
it.
tattoos than they do.
Where is it?
In Chicago. I've never been to Chicago, so it's also
awesome.
kind of cool. Anyway, fine. I'll take it. I guess I'm the biggest Star Wars fan now.
Debatable.
That can afford to go.
That can... That's true. Chris, Challenger, oops, Chris, sorry, is spending all his money making actual trooper armor, so that's why he can't go.
If you go in Trooper Armor, I will pitch in and sponsor.
We should
Get
start
it.
a
yeah,
GoFundMe for the Spearman's celebration funds.
The Spearman Celebration Fund,
Yeah,
GoFundMe.
let's do it.
All right. Well, in Sideshow news, online Comic-Con starts July 1st, so that's less than a month from now. And online Comic-Con is crazy here at Sideshow. It's like San Diego, except if you put it online. Because it's like all the announcements of everything in San Diego, all the craziness, but like on the internet. Why are you laughing?
Just the idea of like, it's like San Diego, but online. Just the idea of,
Okay,
like, shoving it into
you
a
know
fax
what?
machine
You're
and-
gonna moderate our Facebook page during online Comic-Con. How about that? And then you tell me whether or not it's the same.
This is a great description.
It's nuts. So, wait, what? Yeah, so Dave Igo is out of the show and gone. But yeah, seriously, if you try moderating our Facebook page or our Twitter or our Instagram during online Comic-Con, it does feel a lot like the pressure of being on the show floor. So that's really awesome. We have more to talk about with Erik about the new extended CS hours that started, what, Monday?
Monday, yeah.
That's
this past
awesome.
Monday.
So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but first, a short video break. You're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. There are so many people in this room that Brett just had to scream over all of us that we were coming back. So thank you so much, Brett, for your professionalism. You guys are awesome. This is why we keep you around. We are here with Erik, our customer support manager, to discuss the new hours. So tell us a little bit about the new customer support hours.
Sure. So as of Monday, June 4th, our operational hours for customer support are 6 a.m. Pacific time to 6 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah.
Wow!
So that's, oh my God, the confetti.
I
That's,
know. The team is so amazing here. So
Thank you.
I love you guys, and you work so hard for us. And the fact that you're extending your hours, I can't believe that
Wow.
you're doing that.
Well, thank you. That's high praise. Yeah, we're really excited about it. We wanted to make ourselves more accessible, and we wanted to make it more convenient for collectors to get to us. And I think 12 full hours of live support, really does that.
Absolutely.
It's going to be so much easier for people on the East Coast in terms of our domestic collectors. Some of our international collectors, it should be a lot easier to get to us. We're excited about it. We have a really dedicated staff that's extremely passionate about giving our collectors the service that they expect. Mm-hmm. And we're committed to that. And this is just a demonstration of that commitment, I think.
So amazing. So tell us some of the ways that you can talk to us and talk to the support team if you would need to. Hopefully you don't.
And actually, I want to say, if you're watching the stream and you have stuff, this is not the channel to direct your questions. So
yes, please give Chicky and Kitty a break. They neither of them work in support, so you would have to contact the support team via.
We have a dedicated live chat service. If you visit the website, Sideshow or sideshowtoy.com, you'll see a widget pop up that says live chat. You can reach us by phone for that full amount of time, that 12 hours. The number's posted on the website. By all means, please use those channels. You can also email support@sideshow.com.
Support@sideshow.com. That's a good one. Cool. So what were some of the goals of extending the hours? I think you touched on them a little bit, but it's mostly...
Yeah. I think the main sort of goals was really to just be more accessible, have a lot more availability in terms of our live sport channels. Email people, you can contact us 24 hours anytime you want to send an email, but we wanted to really be able to give people that live experience in case they wanted to call and talk to somebody, in case they wanted to chat and just make it easier and more convenient for domestic collectors and international collectors to reach us.
We have some of like the hours that people are available internationally, and for example, like now with the extended hours in Germany, for example, we can be reached 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. So that's like an entire afternoon that now you can contact our customer support team.
If you're on the East Coast, in the States too, it's 9 to 9. So hopefully our collectors find it as exciting and helpful as we think that it will be.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And
14 members?
Yeah, I was going to say, I hear that you're also extending our team.
We're staffing up. We're constantly adding more staff. So we're really working hard to ensure that our collectors have the best possible experience and get the best possible interaction that they deserve.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Oh, and yeah,
this that's is a good thing to bring up. Cameras. She's like, and this, and
we also have the option for international collectors to be charged in their own currency well, which we've had for quite a while now, but it's good to bring up in here in case people don't know about it.
Because they save money.
Yeah. They save money in their own currency because there's no conversion.
It saves a lot of people money with their credit card fees because there's not there's not a transaction fee for converting because we're charging in their original currency.
That makes sense. I like that. See, I didn't even know that, and I learned something. So no, it's true. I didn't know that. I need the more you know rainbow to come across the screen right now. That's our next thing. We're having lots of love for the support team in the Facebook chat right now.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Facebook is yelling about rewards.
Dave in Facebook is yelling about rewards.
Yes, to celebrate rewards.
Oh, rewards!
Rewards are awesome.
Thank you. It's like, how long do I have to do this before they put up the confetti? So that's awesome. Yeah, again, you can see all the praise, which maybe you can read a little later.
We love you guys too. Thanks.
Go over some rewards.
In terms, for those of you that may not know, Sideshow offers a pretty awesome rewards program. You earn 5% back on virtually every dollar spent on every purchase that you can redeem on a future item. And it adds up pretty quick. If you start collecting regularly, you'd be surprised at how quickly you can accumulate enough points to get something for free or significantly discounted.
There's a fan who I know who like every Spooktacular is like his reward season. So he accumulates points all year and then turns them in during Spooktacular because that's like his time.
I know we've had collectors that have just done that and literally accumulated enough rewards points to be able to buy something for free.
That's awesome. It's really cool. Yeah, we're also getting asked if you take Republic credits.
I don't believe so, no.
But maybe someday when the Galactic Republic...
We're always looking at new ways
when Coruscant is discovered and the Galactic Republic is put into play, then possibly. But as of now...
Legitimate question, though. Legitimate question.
Do you have a favorite currency? Yeah. Is that a real question?
Cheeky was asking.
Oh, she was. I believe that.
In his voice, apparently.
Do you have a favorite currency?
I guess the coins that they use in John Wick, right? That'd be my favorite. We also don't accept those, unfortunately. So, sorry.
What about Two-Face coins? Flip it and you. Anyway, there's a lot of fake currency out there. Christian is asking, do rewards points expire?
No. As long as you have, an active account that you log into once every couple of years, they don't expire.
So just log into your account and check your rewards, or check the fun fan calendar that we have in there to see different types of events and pop culture events. And even if you just want to see that, just log into your account and then you keep your rewards.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Wow, everybody is really excited about it. I'm just seeing all this love. Like, there's not a lot of questions, just a lot of CS love, just everybody having good experiences
fantastic.
with your team. So
love the love. Thanks for the love.
Thank you so much.
Means a lot to us.
Well, we love you too, and you should come on the show more often to talk pop culture with us.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. It's
and
awesome.
Again, let's all give a round of, like, Erik and his team are so amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a quick video, and then when we come back, the Spider-Man Miles Morales art print. You're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back. I'm really excited because this is the Miles Morales art print right now. It is so cool looking. I remember seeing the first time our print program manager showed me this print, and it was just a kind of rough, and now to see it all together is beyond beautiful. So the artist is Anthony Francisco. It features Miles Morales fighting Venom. It is a officially licensed Marvel art print, 24 by 18 fine art Geek print, and it is hand signed by the artist with a limited edition of only 250 pieces. Look at that detail in Miles's fist, right there, right what you're looking at, and it's so cool to see that level of detail on his costume, because so many artists make it just red when he has spider webbing. Come on. I love our artists for that reason. This is why we choose the very specific and highly detailed artists that we do. All right, so this goes on sale on Friday, or pre-order on Friday, June 8th between noon and 3 p.m. The framed version is $250 US. I'm going to say USD since I know now that there's conversion stuff that happens. So USD is for the frame version. If supplies last, it will go on sale unframed on Monday, June 11th between noon and 3 p.m. Pacific time, and the unframed version is $90 USD. The short link for this, if you would like to RSVP, so that way you're the first to know when it goes up for pre-order, is sideshow.com/Spidey Morales. Sideshow.com/Spidey Morales. That's kind of funny. Anyway, we also have a Facebook page for all of our art print fans and lovers out there. So head on over to facebook.com/Sideshow Artprints, facebook.com/Sideshow Artprints. It's so cool. The people on the team who run that page really, really love our art print program, including the managers in there a lot too. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them there as well. Someone will answer you. It's amazing. We have another short video break, and when we come back, we'll be showing you the Black Panther versus Killmonger art print. You're watching Sideshow Live, and we'll be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back to Sideshow Live. We are showing you the Black Panther versus Erik Killmonger art print. This is by artist Adi Granoff. It is so cool. This is one of the officially licensed Marvel Studios prints by an artist at Marvel Studios. It features Black Panther fighting Erik Killmonger. It is a 24 by 18 fine art giclée print with a limited edition of 250. Wow, this thing looks so good. You can really capture like the movement, and the light is just so well done on it. So, wow. These are hand signed by artist. Is it Adi? Adi. Okay, thank you. Adi Granoff, and it has an embossed seal of authenticity. The framed version will be available for pre-order first on Friday, June 8th between noon and 3 p.m. The framed version is $285 USD. If supplies last, and these Marvel Studio prints go really quickly, so only if supplies last, the unframed version will be available on Monday, June 11th between noon and 3 p.m. and the unframed version is $125 USD. If you would like to be the first to be notified when this goes up for pre-order, you are going to want to head over to sideshow.com/Wakanda. That is sideshow.com/Wakanda. Once again, we have a Facebook page, so as soon as these go up for pre-order, they usually post on our Facebook page as well, which is facebook.com/SideshowArtPrints. Facebook.com/SideshowArtPrints. We have another video to show you, and when we come back, we have the segment, one of the segments you've been waiting for. We have Nathan and Bernie here to talk about the Green Arrow premium format figure. You're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back. We are back with Nathan Mansfield and Bernie. I can't pronounce your last name.
Escobar?
Escavale.
I've never known how, and I've
Esquivel.
known you since I started here because
Yeah.
Bernie's been with us forever. But it's your first time on Sideshow Live.
13 years.
13 years? Wow, that's really, really cool. So, be nice. It's Bernie's first time, and be gentle. But Nathan's an old pro, so we have
this
him.
is old hat to me.
So we are here to talk about the Green Arrow premium format figure. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So cool, you guys. It came out so beautifully. I'm so in love with this figure already.
We are pretty proud of him.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your roles in the project.
I was lead sculptor on it. I had some help from some other phenomenal sculptors. help with the design, obviously. But yeah, my role was lead sculptor.
Wow.
And I was painter on this thing. Lead paint.
Lead paint and lead sculpt. This is so beautiful.
Thank you
So
so much. We
beautiful.
are very, very proud of him.
Yeah.
So, Nathan, did you sculpt him traditionally?
No.
or
He's digital.
He's digital.
Yes.
Do you prefer to sculpt digitally?
You know, I can jump back and forth pretty easily, but I prefer not to ruin my clothes on a daily basis with clay and wax. So, and also not cutting yourself with sharp tools. That's pretty nice.
That's probably pretty nice.
Yeah. Now that I'm an old man, I really like not bleeding every day. It's
That's
kind of
great.
cool. Yeah.
That's such a perk.
Yeah, it really is.
Wow. So then, what were some of the challenges with taking a character like Green Arrow and sculpting him?
I think our biggest challenge, at least from my point of view, was making a base that was compact but also told a story. If that makes sense.
No,
I
it
feel
does.
like we've really captured
really,
a moment in time here.
I'm
I feel
really
like there'd be
curious.
just rain beating against him, and
Yeah, totally.
you know.
I picture like the island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that what you're
Well,
supposed
we
to
were
picture?
actually picturing him fighting his nemesis, what's his Merlin? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
and,
that works
as
too.
as if he's chasing him along the docks, and they're just
Oh my
firing at each other,
gosh.
and all he's just turning
I
to just
love it.
fire or return fire
I
because
love
he
it.
got to one of his secret arrow caches.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
That's-
obviously.
And I love the way you portrayed motion in this, not just
It's
in
very
the sculpt.
stormy,
It's
yeah.
very stormy. And then in terms of paint, how do you take something like this and then bring it to life that way?
Good question. Reference, a lot of reference. So, looking at harbor water and how more green it would be, or, kind of a greenish blue, but he's green. So playing off the colors is kind of, difficult. You got to figure out, I think I used a lot of greens in that thing just to
Really?
just to break it up.
Yeah, but there's so many different shades of green on this because the green of his costume isn't the green of his boots, isn't the green of his leggings.
Yeah, and I'm in the paint room.
He's wearing leather pants.
He's wearing leather pants.
and when I'm painting the thing, I'm asking
Those
the
are
other painters,
definitely
well,
leather pants.
well, what about this green? Oh, look at this green. And I changed it so many times, it took a while to get to pick the right color.
Wow, and then even
Mixing
the
different
greens of his
greens.
quiver and his arrows are all different.
I use interference powder for some of the metallics on there just to give it like kind of an aluminum kind of look to the
Aluminium.
Aluminium. That's right. There's a
There's a
Brit
Brit
in the
in
room.
here.
well, and not only just the color, but finishes. Like for the leather, maybe giving a little satin. And then
Eyes, like his mask is so. You guys just knocked it out of the park.
There was a lot of back and forth and a lot of teamwork on this one.
Collaboration,
So
Yeah.
and
really
there's
cool.
Wow,
it was a lot of upstairs downstairs meetings.
that's amazing. So one of the questions actually on here is, Bernie, how many different shades of green would you say, if you were to like ballpark it, are on this? 9.
Yeah, I had to go back and look at my paint notes because I like to do that. Like when I'm
So
mixing
you make
colors.
paint notes so that way you know what colors you use. 9 different shades of green. Wow.
Yeah.
That's so
And then
amazing.
adding that to make up another green, like a lighter green or a highlight color, or, even a shade.
So you even,
shadow color.
out of those 9, made more
Oh,
shades
yeah.
of green.
He's shaming me right now. I couldn't tell you how many pieces are on this thing.
Oh, I can tell you.
He's like, oh, I
the
made
arrows,
notes.
which I had help with painting those things, like the fletchings, just,
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So Claude is wondering, is Green Arrow all sculpt, or is he or does he have any fabric?
He is all sculpt.
He is all sculpt. So there's no that's
fabric.
crazy. I could have sworn that his bodice is fabric.
Thank you.
But wow.
Yeah, painting, we collaborated like, is it going to be oilcloth or like a canvas?
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Oh my
adding,
gosh, that's not.
No, that's
Wow.
No.
Well done. That's
this
so
was,
well done.
This was such a fun piece to paint. Because when I first saw it, I thought Robin Hood,
Yeah.
So as
Well,
a
I mean,
kid
he's
growing
kind
up-
of the Robin Hood
yeah,
of the DC
yes.
universe. He comes from privilege, and he's helping the little people.
Yeah.
So he's not literally robbing the rich and giving to the poor, but he's like taking from the bad guys and distributing throughout, like distributing the wealth, be it metaphorical. He's super metaphorical. So Jasmine Edwards is wondering, is the bowstring string, or did you?
It is.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
That,
So you
that
did-
would have been insane to mold in cats.
How would you have even done that?
Why bother?
That's insane. And then Quinn St. Kitts is asking if the arrows are removable. I'm not going to touch. I already got yelled at.
I don't think
Scolded.
they are.
I think I think they will be all brass.
Yeah.
And then you can put them in because the shipping I think would be.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I think you individually come.
There won't be like arrowheads on the individual ones or anything like that.
So Louis in Facebook wants to know how many hours do you think this
Oh
took?
my God! See, I didn't keep notes like Bernie, so I'm gonna just say it took about 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
I don't take notes on my hours because this was I kind of went past my deadline, but
Yeah, me
there's
too,
So
actually.
many parts on this
I think
thing.
it was worth it to push back deadlines.
Yeah,
to make,
see,
like
it's
if it
worth
means it looks
past
like
deadlines,
this.
right?
Yes.
Sorry, management.
It happens. There were a lot of weekends and late nights on
right.
this guy. Yeah.
Wow. What is the exclusive? Well, the exclusive will
Are we
be.
showing it or no?
Can we show it? Can we show?
We should.
It's been shown. Oh, the
don't have it.
exclusive is the classic portrait. So he has his like very Robin Hood looking
with the
hat
feather.
with the feather and the goatee that's split for the bow or for the arrow and
the
boxing glove arrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember seeing that because Johnny, who was the project manager,
Johnny
on
killed
it,
me on that thing. He just Johnny and Dave were just because I was so against the boxing glove.
I think it's silly, but it's
I
cool
love
to play
it.
with a nod
It
for
works.
hardcore.
No,
It works
it's-
very, very well when you see it where it
It's
places.
so good,
Yeah, it just-
and Johnny came up with it just to
Johnny
show
was
me.
overly thrilled.
He just showed me the boxing glove, and I went, "Are we doing Green Arrow?" Like that was the thing, is because I
Yeah.
hadn't seen any of this piece. But when he showed me the boxing glove arrow, the first thing that came to my head was, "Are we doing a Green Arrow piece, you guys?"
Every
You know what
day,
I thought when
every
I saw
day.
the glove? Oh, this was from a Joker piece that maybe fell out of their box and went into this one. 'Cause I was like, oh,
Yeah.
And then
No.
I finally
I
realized.
felt
No.
the same way, but Johnny was down
Nope.
there every
Nope.
day. Where's the glove? Where's the glove?
Green
going?
Arrow
Where's the
fans,
glove?
because Green Arrow was one of my like gateway drugs. So
Gateway drugs. Probably not the
it was
best way to put
Batman
it.
the Animated Series and Green Arrow / Green Lantern comic books. Those were like my two big things. So the boxing glove arrow is just something like for anybody who's a huge Green Arrow fan. I'm gonna mix them up. I'm gonna mix them up from now on. But anyone who's a Green Arrow fan knows that boxing glove arrow.
Oh yeah.
It's like a staple. He has.
Yeah. Well,
he
it's
always
like the
has it.
Batarang.
It is. It's the Batarang. That's awesome. So what is? Do you guys? Were you guys fans of Green Arrow going into doing this project, or did you have to research him?
I had to research him personally. My exposure to him was back in the '80s with The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh yeah.
And I knew about him, but he was always sort of peripheral
Yeah.
for me because I was always more Batman. You know.
Okay, so this is kind of like a callback question to those who have watched the show and saw you when you came on with Harley.
Harley.
Is he the one you were talking about where you fell in love with him throughout the
Yes.
research?
Yes. Him and somebody else that we're not allowed to mention.
Oh my
We
gosh, so
we
there's
announced
two.
him. We announced.
Oh, we announced him so we can talk about Victor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say it.
That's amazing.
I think I already did, man.
That's so amazing. But I'm glad you fell in love with Green Arrow because I love Green Arrow so much. Wow, this is so good looking. Okay, so for both of you, the question is, what are some of the other DC pieces that you have worked on? And do you have a favorite out of the DC pieces specifically?
I would say, well, I basically painted the first Superman that came out, right? And that part of the Trinity, and then
Yeah.
this new Trinity would be, I would say, the last Superman that we just did.
The holding the
sculpted by-
head?
Yeah.
Wow.
With the Brainiac
Yeah,
base.
that paint job's beautiful.
I think the more challenging it is, the more gratification I get out of painting it. And I'm kind of proud to,
Yeah.
that piece was just sculpted amazingly. Just overall the engineering and the collaboration that went into getting the colors right and do it justice was fun.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
I love that piece. It's so beautiful. You did a
Thanks.
really good job with
Thank
it.
you.
And you?
Well, I worked on the half-scale Batman. I worked on Harley, obviously. That's pretty much my DC
Really? And then
right
Green
now.
Arrow.
And Green Arrow, yeah.
So
Well,
you-
I'm working on other ones right now, but,
But who's your favorite so far that you can talk about?
Mr. Freeze.
That's so good.
That's
That actually
Yeah.
makes complete sense to me that you would really like Mr.
He's
Freeze.
my very favorite of. I like him better than the Joker, so
Well,
you know,
yeah.
he's special.
We just wrap the skull from that one.
Yes, we did. He is.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, he's being test print today.
It looks awesome.
Can I paint that one?
I'd like you to, especially if you keep log of all the paints that you use, bud.
Yeah, right?
How
Wow.
many blues did you use on Freeze?
Well, there's gonna be a lot.
Oh my
It's gonna be a
gosh,
lot.
that's going to be your follow-up. So we're going to have to do a callback. So when Freeze is on, you're going to have to tell me how many blues you made. Or how
I'll
many-
email it to you.
You'll email? I think you'll be back. Jasmine is asking, what is the most shades of one color you've ever used on a figure, or that you've logged?
Shades of one color.
Like how many?
I would say there's a shading gray and a Payne's gray that I use to shade with. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
cool.
Sorry, it's not.
One fun thing about Bernie is he's painted so many of the characters that are black, like Batman.
I'm good at painting
Death
black.
Trooper.
He's shades of
like
black.
Different shade. Yeah,
paint
there's
expert.
red. You know, I put reds and black, brown and blue and black. Just to
thing
get it
is-
so it doesn't look just. People don't understand.
No,
it's
but
tricky.
it looks different. Like
It's
in
tricky.
like in Huntress's hair, my Huntress PF is sitting at
Yeah.
my desk, so I see it every day. You can see there's like different shades of black in her hair.
I think I've become the master of painting black.
That's a
Just to make
great
it look, to give it distinction, you know,
Yeah.
different tones.
because it can't
Thanks,
always be the same.
I agree.
It can't just be black across the board.
Right.
And when it just makes me think of Archer, where he's like, "Is this the black or the slightly darker black?"
Yes.
Is this? Can you have a cool black or a warm black?
Yeah. No, I get that. That makes complete sense.
Thanks.
So, a question from Facebook is: did you use a live model to sculpt Green Arrow,
Use
or
me, right?
Yeah, Bernie.
this is
Bernie
an
was good enough to
exact
come in on
sculpt
weekends.
of Bernie?
We
Archer
actually
pose.
took a lot of photographs of some of our guys in the pose, mostly just to get like the wrinkulature and everything,
Oh, wow.
you know, and
Yeah, that makes sense.
then a lot of bodybuilder
remember
reference
seeing-
actually.
Yeah,
so.
I remember seeing this like classic Archer poses. Like so awesome. You know, just so stoic, and something I don't think we've really done before. Touch
Yeah.
on with the hand kind of by the face and looking.
Well, that was kind of a big challenge
Down-
with this guy
downrange.
because we didn't want from any angle for him to be covering his face, whereas a classic archer is
Is
you know,
cut
up here.
completely right here.
So-
But
yeah.
what does it is the eyes, the eye placement.
Yeah.
Painting that was so just to see him going down range and having that ready, determined look. You know, just to eye on target is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I love that, and I'm gonna have to get a closer look at it when we're off camera. So tell us your favorite feature that's on the PF that you were able to kind of put a little touch in there that you just really love.
My favorite by far is the hood because it looks like wet leather as though he is out in the rain, and it's like old, lived in, kind of heavy from the storm and the wetness of the environment.
Wow.
That's my very
Yep,
favorite.
It looks
Don't get me wrong, I like the
heavy.
Robin Hood hat, but it's just so.
You sculpted a couple hoods. Green Goblin.
Yeah, that's right, Green Goblin.
You just like the green guys. And what
I
about
do.
you, Bernie? What is your favorite little touch that you were able to put in here that you really loved?
I would say giving texture to the fabric elements, the leather, you know, the light leather in between the panels, you know, to make it look like it's fading and getting dark with the water.
That's
So where to put gloss and semi-gloss and where it's going to be flat. So that was pretty fun to do, and the base too. You know what? Almost everything on that piece was pretty fun to paint.
I know this is a very strange thing to really love, but I love the paint that you did on top of the wood right
yeah.
there, because it looks like, because I grew up
Give
in
it-
San Francisco and all the docks look like this.
Yeah, and then having the adding wet to make it look wet on the post there, you know, the pylon or whatever.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
Yeah, he's
so
special.
well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then the backpack where he did the forest and highlight shading down there, so give it dimension.
What kind of highlight shading? Because you said that really.
Forced lighting, or
Forced
or
lighting.
directional lighting, if you want to say.
That's amazing. I love it. So you guys, just a couple things about it. This Green Arrow premium format figure goes up for pre-order tomorrow on June 7th between noon and 3 p.m.
Yay.
Congrats, guys. That's so cool. The exclusive is $595, which is the classic portrait and the boxing glove arrow, but you also get the collector edition, which is this. You could also get the collector edition, which is $580, and that has this modern portrait with this regular arrow.
Yeah.
So head on over to sideshow.com/Green Arrow. That's sideshow.com/Green Arrow to RSVP for this amazing premium format figure. Oh, guys, it looks so good.
Thank
It
you.
looks so good. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thanks for coming
Absolutely.
back, Nathan, and thank you for joining us, Jeremy. We have one more video to watch, and when we come back, we have Dave Igo. So you're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back.
Hi.
Hey everyone, we just kind of want to just demonstrate the size of this piece because I can fit behind it. And Igo always looks like that. That's what he looks like actually.
Yeah.
Which is why Wolverine is that, because spoiler secret alert, Dave Igo's Wolverine.
That's not true, but I appreciate the thought.
Come on. So this is the Wolverine Life-Size Bust.
Yeah.
Tell us about this.
So this was a piece. This is the third in the new Marvel Life-Size Bust line. So we have Deadpool was first, Hulk was second, Wolverine, then we have Venom coming soon after, which we announced already.
Yes.
And we're in paint with Venom right now. Looks awesome.
I keep touching him.
So we
He's
have the
very
same
tactile.
kind of team working on these things. We have Ryan Peterson's the principal sculptor on this one. He's sculpted the whole thing top to bottom, I believe. Sometimes because Ryan lives in Utah, so he comes out at the very end of the sculpting process and finishes off in-house. So sometimes I think we have to have an additional sculptor mount it to the base because I think that happens last. But yeah, so Ryan sculpted the Deadpool, the Hulk, the Wolverine, the Venom.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's an amazing sculptor. He brings a lot of extra kind of like life to the piece, kind of like something like hyper realistic, something that's not totally realistic, which, you know,
They're comic book characters.
yeah,
They look. They're comic book reality
Totally
is what they're.
agree.
Yeah, it's supposed to be comic book reality.
yeah.
That's kind of how I see it, anyway.
So we really just want to capture like Wolverine's intensity and ferocity, like in his facial expression. So
Look at how cool
yeah,
he is.
exaggerate some of those features,
Yeah.
really show off how like angry he is.
He's schnicked.
So schnicked.
Schnicked.
So weird because I want like his gloves in there, you know, it's like I'm Wolverine. You know, he doesn't have them, but it's cool because he's, you know, armless
Well, that's what a
and
bust.
legless,
That's what a bust is.
stomachless.
Y-
He's missing
You
everything.
just described the bust. Like, so
Yeah.
this is a Wolverine life-size bust.
Yeah.
And in case you were wondering, just rewind a little
He's
bit.
missing parts
He's
of his body.
only has the chest and head area. And
Yeah,
a
it
little
was
bit of shoulders.
it was fun to work on. We had Steve Riojas and Casey Love painted this thing, and Anthony Messas, who's the product manager. We talked at length about how to approach the textures, the different kinds of color palette to them as well. We use a design that Walter Neal did originally for the 6-scale figure years ago. It's kind of like the breakup, same pattern and design for the seam lines and everything for it. And we talked about like, you know, the lighter leather texture for the brown part, and then the more mesh texture for the tan, and then the heavier texture, leather texture for the mask. So you get 3 different
Oh, yeah.
breakups. And even Anthony and I were talking about like on the brown in general too. We didn't want just to be one big brown piece. So we kind of darkened the outside a little bit too to give it a little more, you know, breakup.
Benjamin Sagar is saying, I know that there is a gray Hulk variant.
Yeah,
Will we get a color variant on Wolverine as well?
it would maybe. I think we look for opportunities where variants make sense. They don't seem like just kind of like an afterthought all the time. We want to really kind of make sure it's like if there's a genuine version of that character out there. And I'm a collector. I have a couple back home of like, here's my Green Hulk and here's my Gray Hulk, and they're the same thing, just maybe a different sculpt element or paint. But I dig it, and it would make sense to do one with Wolverine. So maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Batman statue collector is saying, is there any chance for more DC life-size busts? He would love a Two-Face. Specifically.
We haven't even, I don't know if we haven't made a Two-Face. I would love a Two-Face anything. We finally
preview,
got a freeze.
Why not?
We might do a Flash one day.
Maybe.
I would love a Flash.
I would love a Two-Face.
I think Ryan Peterson doing some DC stuff would be pretty cool. Is a really good idea.
Sounds like a thing.
So, consider it.
That's really cool.
What's a DC?
What's a DC? What's a DC? What's a Marvel?
I feel like your arm around him like he's your bud.
No, he is my bud. He's my bub. Huh?
He's
yeah?
your bub.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Brendan, for being the only one who's clapping. He says he's 27 inches tall, and that is true. So, yay.
That's like a little bit over 2 feet.
A little bit over 2 feet. That's why I can fit behind him.
2 feet and a scooch. Scoosh.
See, I'm like
Scoosh.
behind him.
Scoosh.
His head's bigger than my head. It's a life-size bust.
It's a life-size Wolverine bust.
Wolverine would probably be shorter than me, though, to be honest. Jamie Dewberry wants to know, has Sideshow ever thought of doing articulated busts like an animatronic where the character could animate and move?
Oh, man.
So you're talking about like a...
We actually know
scary.
we actually work with one of the best guys who's capable of doing that. It's making a mass or a production run in China is or overseas is a totally different thing. Like making a one-off or display for cons and stuff is great, but producing overseas is another obstacle to make it price friendly. So
you could animate this if you wanted.
Yeah.
He pre-orders tomorrow. May 31st.
That's not tomorrow.
That's not tomorrow. Tomorrow is June 7th.
It is.
So pre-orders tomorrow, June 7th. Between noon and... This is...
That was last week.
You know what's the best about this is so someone writes notes and then there's probably at least a dozen people who look at this before I get it on the show. And no one caught that until I said it out loud. So it's totally not anybody's fault, really.
Turn of the month, turn of the year, they're always confusing,
So tomorrow, June 7th, between noon and 3 p.m. for $995 USD. And if you would like to RSVP to be the first to be notified about this beautiful Wolverine bust that I can't stop touching, I just want to just keep touching him. Over to sideshow.com/wolviebust. That's sideshow.com/wolviebust. He's very tactile. I just want to touch him, which is weird.
He must work out. His muscles are hard.
I've had the Hulk bust on the show, and I totally did not feel like touching him. But I just have I like Wolverine a lot. So I'll stop. Any more questions?
What's your favorite Wolverine?
Laura Kinney.
Oh, yeah. It counts now. It caught me off guard with that
I
one.
know, didn't I?
Good answer.
Didn't
good
I?
answer.
Yeah, All New Wolverine by Tom Taylor has been my favorite comic forever, and it just ended last week, and now I don't know what to do with my life.
Man.
I know. And now he's doing X-Men Red, and Mahmoud Adsar's off that book, and now I don't know what to do with my life again.
I think we teased we might be doing...
No, we didn't. We didn't tease anything like that. No, we didn't tease anything like that.
No. On that one video that went out that one time?
We didn't tease that.
Oh, right.
But cool, Dave. Thanks.
In a video. Oh, no.
It's totally not in a video. But you guys should all go watch all of our videos to see if you can find what he's talking about.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Who's your favorite Wolverine?
I mean, I was a 90s kid, so, huh?
I keep touching him, so I need to stop.
It's
I'm
fine.
trying
It's
to.
what we hope people would do when they buy it. They're tactile. They're statues.
Yeah.
You know, they're meant to be looked at and touched. You know, and
I love Wolverine so much.
I love too the way Ryan handled like the fabrics and stuff. It's like extra stretchy and wrinkly.
And there's something
what
about
was the word Nathan used? Wrinklage.
Wrinkulature.
I love that term.
Yes,
It has to be a real word.
it is.
That's not we're making it.
Well,
one.
now it's a
Sideshow.
word. Sideshow wrinkulature. It's like a whole different way to sculpt something and paint something and add texture. Wrinkulature.
When you Google it, it just says, "Did you mean wrinkle cure?" So I think we have to make a new word.
Trademark right here, right now. Wrinkulature.
Wrinkleage.
Writing it down. We have video proof. Oh, right.
Yeah, I like 90s Wolverine.
90s.
I mean, Joe Madureira is actually one of my favorite artists. I love his kind of
I was gonna say
his like take on him and like I think he came on to the X-Men scene in 96, I think maybe 94. I forgot, like somewhere around there. But he kind of like exaggerated the hands, exaggerated the head, and like that's where kind of like this expression came from, was how he really just stretched the mouth open and really pushed features, and I love his art. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Dave. When we come back, we're going to be showing you actually the Hot Toys Bell right now for the unboxing, and then when we come back, we will have our normal nerd Q&A. So ask all the questions to all the people in this room, things that you want to know about us. You can stick around for that.
Oh, sure.
I was going to say,
those
so
are fun. This is where I get in trouble.
Dave's going to stick around for that, but you have me and Dave and Kitty and Chicky and Dennis and Challenger and Brett and Brendan and Jen. You're watching Sideshow Live. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, and welcome to a very special unboxing segment. We have the Hot Toys Belle 6-scale figure right here. Big thanks to our friends over at Hot Toys for sending us this advanced sample. She will be shipping soon, but let's show you what's in the box first. So I'm really excited about this. It's totally like that moment when Belle takes the glass off of the rose, so it's a really cool thing to be able to do that. Really well done, Hot Toys. If you want to display her inside the box, if you're one of those people that never takes things out, you can. So there's a nice display window for you to display her like that if you'd like. But we don't, we take them out. So let's do this. There we go. So cool to see Emma Watson as Belle in the live-action Beauty and the Beast movie. And it's very cool that there is a 6-scale figure commemorating her performance as Belle. There we go. Oh no, her little necklace fell in. But here is her necklace. I'm gonna just do that right here. Sorry, it's shaking, but that's the necklace. It is from the movie. I'm also wearing a version of the necklace because I love this movie a whole lot. I'm very excited to take Belle out of, ooh, look at the dress. So here we go. Here's Belle in her ball gown from Beauty and the Beast. I don't know how many times I can say that. She comes with a theme stand. Oh, let's make sure to get all parts of the stand out. And the stand is themed like the Beast ballroom where she and the Beast dance together. So you can see that as well. And you know, she's in the ball gown, so she needs a place to dance. So let's just get her on the stand. Now this stand's a little bit different than some of the other stands that you're used to from Hot Toys because you have a character in a dress, so she's gonna just balance on the stand like so. Let's get her in. Oh, how pretty Emma Watson is Belle. Oh, I love this piece so much. There we go. She has heels on, so don't be afraid to pose the feet so that she is standing properly. And then you can see that the dress is so full, the ball gown's so full that it hides the stand almost entirely. So there you go. There is Belle right there. Now let's get into some of the amazing accessories that she comes with. Oh, I can't stop looking at her. She comes with Chip. Oh my gosh. Chip with a little saucer. Oh no, I spilled him. Mrs. Potts. Lumiere, who comes with his own little stand. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. How do you get him to stand up? Okay, Lumiere, oh, I was putting it on the wrong foot. There we go. Lumiere. Okay, Lumiere might not stand up, so I don't know how to get him on this. Obviously, this is the first time I've unboxed this. Cogsworth, Lumiere's clock friend. Here, let's put Cogsworth over there. Plumette, who has an attached stand so she can feather, dust, and fly. Let's see if she stands up. We're gonna have to kind of maneuver her. There we go. Plumette. And two different versions of the Enchanted Rose. So you have this one that is full, so at the beginning of the spell, and then you have this one that's a little bit more wilted, as you can see. Or maybe that's the opposite. No, this one's definitely more wilted. See how it's turned down? Anyway, this also will not stand on its own, but I think she could also hold that if you wanted. Ooh, posing options. And then of course the necklace that I showed you, but you have to actually remove Belle's head in order to turn it on, or put it on. There are instructions at the bottom of the box. Hot Toys includes instructions on all of their 6-scale figures, which are really important to demonstrate range of motion and various things like that. And it does, in those instructions, show you how to put Belle's necklace on. So be sure to do that. I'm gonna fuss maybe a little bit with Lumiere and see if I can't get him to stand up. Oh, did it. Ah, yes, success. All right, this is Belle from the live action movie Beauty and the Beast that Disney put out last year. It has the official likeness of Emma Watson as Belle. There are 26 points of articulation on her, so she is fairly posable. She has 6 swap out hands, including a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of gesturing hands, and a pair of hands for holding the Enchanted Rose. So there you go, she can hold that rose. Her costume has a slim-fitted yellow bodice, a bell-shaped full satin yellow skirt, a pair of dance shoes, and a necklace. Her accessories are one enchanted rose with stand enclosed in the transparent jar. So I guess this one is just for holding and that one is for display. She also comes with the bonus accessories of Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, Chip, Plumette, and Lumiere, who they all stand up, yay! She's shipping very soon, but you guys can still go over to sideshow.com/beauty. That's sideshow.com/beauty and pre-order her. She is still available and she'll be shipping so soon. I love it so much. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been an up-close first look unboxing at the Hot Toys Belle 6-scale figure from Beauty and the Beast, the live action movie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show. We're
Oh, we're on?
Yeah, we are.
We're live.
Yeah, we are live. We're back for the Q&A, nerdy Q&A segment. That actually hurts to do that.
I mean,
Like,
you know.
It doesn't feel very good.
If you're in the moment, pumped full of adrenaline, fighting sentinels.
Yeah,
you know,
then you're like,
oh, I hate sentinels. You know?
All right. Well, we have a lot of questions, but first, thank you guys so much for watching the unboxing of the Hot Toys Belle 6-scale figure from the live-action Beauty and the Beast movie. Head on over to sideshow.com/beauty in order to order yours now.
She's your princess? You said?
She's my princess.
You're wearing it.
Well, not now.
Oh, I
but
thought.
I was
In the video.
In the video, can you not differentiate from like me here and me in the video?
I wasn't like, oh, Susan, let's go.
Well, actually, I'm pretty grateful for that, so thank you. This is why we're friends. All right, so let's just ask your nerdy questions. You have me and Dave. Dave decided to stay on camera because we can't get him off, really. Like, that's how that works. So Armand Dubé wants to know, symbiote or symbiote?
Symbiote.
Symbiote.
Yeah.
That's not even like...
I mean, a good one would be Thanos. Thanos?
Thanos?
Thanos.
Thanos?
Yeah, what are you? Are you Thanos or Thanos?
Thanos? Thanos.
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 Oh, a third one.
Thanos. Thanos
I used
has
to be
the
a
Infinity Gauntlet.
Thanos or a Thanos, but then I remember hanging out with the Shiflett brothers, who are awesome sculptors. They're like, "Oh my God, Thanos!" and just like stuck. So I'm like, Thanos. That's my story. Sticking to it. Symbiote.
You just like yelled that story at me.
Symbiote.
Symbiote.
I'm in Wolverine mode.
As soon as she's in that trailer, as soon as there's like, this is a symbiote, I was like, what?
Oh, that's in the trailer?
The trailer for Venom, Jenny Slate says.
Oh,
there's...
Venom. I thought you meant like the new Spider-Man multiverse one. I didn't get to see it.
No. That they're all good there. But symbiote, I was like, what? No. Symbiote.
And that's all we have. Cool. Good sitting. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, bye. Hey, Scott from Facebook wants to know, how do you decide which licenses we go after? That's a very Dave
new
question.
Ones? It's we have a whole business team, like the admin business team. We talk to about that, and we meet every 2 weeks and talk about new possibilities, and then we kind of vet them as a team. And then we have one person in particular, new business development manager, and she will, once we decide like we want to do this, she'll approach. Unless it's like a comic book artist, like I worked with J. Scott Campbell directly and introduced him to our business development manager to kind of like lock that in. So it's kind of like with artists, they have their own IP. It's smaller. It's a little bit easier. If it's a big corporation, it's a little bit harder to find the rights or whatever. So
that's good to know. I didn't know that. Who wins in a fight, Black Panther or Pink Panther?
I mean, Pink Panther is kind of like, you could just like get out of there if you wanted to.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on what they're trying to do.
You could run circles around him, exhaust him, I think.
Could he exhaust him though?
Maybe.
Black Panther. I think that's tough. Not like it's a.
I don't know. That's tough. That's a coin toss.
How is that a coin toss?
It's a coin toss, man. Pink Panther's a cartoon, dude.
With cartoon rules.
Yeah.
Black Panther's a comic book character with comic book rules.
But now he's real. Like, he's real.
They didn't say MCU.
Yeah. I don't know.
So.
I'm just going to disagree with you out of spite. Say Pink Panther. Pink Panther. Black Panther. I like Black Panther, though. Yeah.
So Joe Lombardo wants to know, dragons. When are we seeing more dragons?
Tomorrow.
It was like,
tomorrow's the new
trailer.
With us specifically, I'd love to do more dragons. We even talked about.
Can we do a Light Fury?
Oh, that'd be great.
I want a Light Fury because I got the Toothless statue, so I want a
Toothless
Light
came
Fury.
out great. I'm really excited about that one because it's kind of like speaking of new licenses, that was kind of a curveball for us in terms of wasn't the standard.
I loved it. We all flipped out. Chicky in particular flipped out over Toothless as well.
I have one in my office.
She does have one in her office. Chicky loves dragons. I feel like your spirit animal might be a dragon.
Possibly.
Like a Patronus.
Like what kind of dragon though? Because dragons have as many diverse personalities as humans do. So
like Deathwing.
Deathwing, yeah. You have Deathwing and Toothless are by each other. Like you're Deathwing. She is a Deathwing.
Yeah, I know. You're a Deathwing. I think I'm more of a Toothless, and you're more of a Deathwing.
You're a Deathwing.
She's a Toothless, like
no, she's not a.
And then she's a Deathwing. So it's like
it just depends on the mood. It's like if it's your Patronus, you have like a switch on your wand.
She looks like a Toothless, but she's a Deathwing.
Because she's so cute.
Puts on
He's trying to walk that back from earlier, but
oh my gosh. Someone wrote, "So can a sack of potatoes." What does that mean? Anyway.
I don't know. That's a tricky one. I don't like math.
I was like, how many potatoes can fit in a can? Like one, right? Anyway. Susan or Dave, would you like to see a Halo movie?
I had a bad experience with Halo. So I used to play like James Bond 64 all the time in high school. And then Perfect Dark, I think was the one that came out after that. And I went to college. I didn't play any games because I focused on college. And I remember I went to a friend's family party, and it was like big Filipino family with millions of cousins and everything. And they're playing Halo, and I never played Halo. I'm like, I'll play Halo with these kids. I'll take them out. And I got my ass kicked, hard, just murdered, buried, burnt, thrown off a cliff, yeah, they were kids. They were I was so mad. So I kind of hate Halo because of that, but that's just because I had a bad experience. They're cool looking though.
I've never played Halo in my life. So
the live action series that they did,
or if there's a movie.
There was
I watched Red versus Blue.
because he did some shorts that promoted the actual like video games. Because Neil Blomkamp did the District 9.
Yeah, but I thought it was before that. I thought there was like a series of shorts or like a limited series.
Series of shorts that he did. He
Oh, those are his?
Yeah, he was supposed to do the Halo
I thought those are
movie.
cool, yeah.
Yeah, apparently he was supposed to do the Halo movie, but that got scrapped, and then he got allowed to do District 9 instead.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
So much information.
Sure.
If you could be a Disney villain, which villain would you be?
Go, Susan. Go. I want to know.
You want?
If Belle's your princess, who's your villain?
I don't really have a villain because I don't necessarily like I don't collect anything dark side or any bad guys whatsoever.
Really?
Nothing
What
bad.
about-
Maleficent.
What's that?
You don't know what this is?
Yeah, she's bad.
No, she's not.
Oh.
Sometimes she's bad, but mostly she's good. And she's only bad when she's possessed by the entity. So, anyway, I know that Chicky is Maleficent / the evil queen.
She turned into a
A
dragon.
dragon. She turns into a Deathwing.
But I always think of, but you,
And she didn't get invited to the party.
she didn't, what? You get invited to lots of parties.
Damn it, no, I don't.
Yes, you do. You totally do.
I was a huge fan. I mean, I'm not.
I liked the evil queen because of the whole like potion thing. But then when I grew up, I was like, she's dumb. Because the huntsman gives her like a pig's heart instead of Snow White's heart. She can't tell the difference. Because like in biology, those things look really different. In case you're wondering, my Harry Potter house, I'm a Ravenclaw.
I always dug. Two of my favorite Disney movies were Aladdin and Lion King, and I like how their villains were like true villains.
I love Scar.
I think
Scar.
Scar's like
Scar's
a true villain.
Scar.
Like, oh, dude, the guy killed his brother.
Scar.
Damn. And Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
You know, he's awesome.
To me, okay, Scar. I always go straight to the women because I was thinking like Cruella and Ursula and the Evil Queen and Maleficent.
Ursula, you should watch the Honest trailer for Little Mermaid because Ursula isn't really a bad guy. Just Little Mermaid signed a contract without reading it, and then her boyfriend killed her. It's like, dude, what? You know, like.
To be honest,
I'm mad. I signed a contract. I didn't read it. It's like then Ursula's like, you signed the contract. And her boyfriend's like, kill you.
Here's my
that's
problem.
Death, you know?
I don't like the Little Mermaid movie at all, and I recently had to admit
watch
this
the Honest trailer. It's so good.
Okay, cool. Then I will.
It's
but
so
mostly
good.
because
So
I don't
good.
understand why Ariel can sign a contract and also can't write, "Hi, I'm under a spell. Will you?" Yeah, like I can't talk right now. Please, like, and then when he asks her questions, be like, "Here is my answer.
I'm the one who saved you.
I saved you when your ship was wrecked in the ocean. I can sing. Just give it a day." Like, I never understood why Ariel couldn't do any of that stuff.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog is a rad villain and completely underutilized.
I haven't seen Princess and the Frog yet.
Hades
is great. That's
He's a guy! It's like the best. Hades is
James Woods, right?
Yeah.
Did that one? Yeah.
Captain Hook's
Captain Hook's great. And
But
both,
again,
like
he's
the...
also afraid of a crocodile who...
Dude, that's legit, though. I mean,
kill
Archer. Archer's afraid of
I'm afraid of crocodiles too,
you know?
but you kill the crocodile.
I know, so...
He doesn't kill the crocodile. Like, if the crocodile keeps trying to get you, you just kill it.
You've destroyed
man.
the Little Mermaid for Intergalactic Mosquito forever.
I'm sorry. I also, like, I grew up with a younger sister who was super, super, super into Ariel, and I was super, super, super into Belle. So we constantly had these, like, Ariel versus Belle fights, like you know, who has the better princess. And because I was Belle, I was very like, these are all the reasons Belle was better.
I definitely would agree that Belle's better than Ariel. And Ariel's, like, one of my girlfriend's favorites, although her favorite Disney movie is Lilo and Stitch.
Mine too! I love Kelly so much. She's the best.
It's our 5-year.
I know. It's their 5-year anniversary today.
Yeah.
Wait, so does Kelly know about International Stitch Day?
I don't think so.
So-
She's confetti. Sorry,
International Stitch Day is June 26th because...
Oh, that's coming up.
Because...
6/26 is a number in the movie, or
Yeah,
oh,
it's
cool.
Stitch's... oh my god.
Expiration date? Is that what it is?
Get out of here. Go away. Go away. No, Lilo and Stitch is my absolute favorite. Well, Lilo and
It's
Stitch is my
great.
like absolute favorite movie.
Oh, dang, really?
Yeah, dang.
girl. It's a good.
Yeah.
Figure. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
People are mentioning the stepmom from Tangled.
Oh, the stepmom from.
And then also.
Well, she's not even a stepmom. She stole the baby. She just flat out stole
So
it.
it depends what state you live in.
Oh, Frollo from Hunchback's really good too. Frollo from Hunchback, Christina really likes. Our resident princess.
Oh, I was like Christine.
Christina.
Yeah, I was thinking someone in the room.
Our
I'm like,
actual
whose code
Disney
name is Christina?
No, our actual Disney princess Christina. She loves Frollo.
Mm.
Frollo's a good one because he's also another one of those like legit villains. He's like actually doing something really bad.
It's like, yeah, again, but yeah, I guess.
Someone wrote in all caps, so special order 937 wrote in all caps, when will we get a Ripley premium format? In all caps.
I don't know. I can't answer.
We can't answer that.
I can't answer that one.
Sorry.
It's a tough one.
So special order, but we're going to move on to Dave DeAndrea wants to know, who's your first comic book crush?
Ooh.
That's
Go.
a good one.
Go. I want to know yours.
Everyone knows mine already. No one knows yours.
I don't know yours. What's yours? Who's your comic
Who is
book
mine?
crush?
Well, he's my current comic book crush. That's
See?
my first comic book crush.
There's so many specifications.
It was Batman. Thank you. Chicky knows me the best. It was Batman.
I think. Like,
And then my second one would have been Gambit.
Oh, Gambit's good too. I think is it because he plays like hard to get? He's kind of like the jerk boyfriend kind of a thing, you know.
And then
someone you don't want to marry, you just want to date, and kind of like, you know.
By the way, if you my
buy you
roommate,
alcohol when you're only 19.
my roommate and I used to play KFM.
I don't know what that is. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like wait
Kiss.
for it. Yep.
Kiss.
Kill, marry, and then a word that begins with F, and then you play it with different X-Men. And it's a really fun game to play with X-Men.
One of my favorite Gambit scenes ever, by the way, not related to that, but it's in Ultimate X-Men when he's first introduced. Did you like Ultimate Gambit at all in the Ultimate X-Men run? No? He's alright?
He's alright.
He had the coolest thing, though, when he was fighting Wolverine, and Wolverine just had him pinned down with his claws, and he's just, like, hanging out, holding out his hands, like, don't get me. Psych, he's been charging him the whole time, and just, like, blows Wolverine up. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. He blew up a whole person.
I like anytime people just, like, go at him and they forget that his power is, like, absorbing kinetic energy.
I would actually, my crush.
Yeah, it's like, who's yours? This is all about mine. My current one's Dr.
I think the
Strange,
one I could remember, and this isn't like just a like play favorites or anything like that, but I remember when I was like learning to draw, it was in the early 90s, and Image was like fresh on the scene, and Fairchild from Gen 13 had a crush
Oh, wow.
on her. Yeah.
Okay.
She was hot. I actually have the door poster of her. She's like flexing.
Aww.
Yeah, it was hot. And then cartoon-wise, Lois Lane from Superman animated series had a crush on big time. She was awesome.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Not like, you know, movie related.
No,
not
mine
like
was also
Hollywood.
But mine
or
was
Jessica
also
Rabbit.
Batman, like from Batman the Animated Series.
Oh yeah, sweet, cool. So we had animated
I know,
crushes.
animated
Cartoon crushes.
Yay.
People are like, they're weird. They like cartoons. I'm like, you don't know Lois Lane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you seen? And then Kevin Conroy's voice. Like, come on, like those combination. That's some awakenings. Anyway. Intergalactic Mojito wants to know, Game of Thrones dragons or How to Train Your Dragon dragons? Oh my gosh, you're making Dave choose children.
I mean, unofficially. I mean, my Game of Thrones is like my favorite thing ever.
Actually,
I'm really
that's
so keen
true.
to anything. And my buddy Dan Catcher designed and sculpted
that's
the dragons for
right.
those, so there's a little bit of a bias there.
Right.
But and I love Toothless though, so it's like that's really hard for me to say. Like just probably Toothless because there's a better story to them. I don't like Daenerys either from Game of Thrones.
Toothless.
Yeah, so I'd say story-wise, Toothless.
Even
in
though
terms
my
of, like,
cat is named after
awesome, you know.
My cat is named after one of Daenerys' dragons, but
What's your cat's name?
my cat's middle name is Drogon.
Oh, really?
he was one of three, so they each had one of Daenerys' dragons. Yeah, his name's Smokey Drogon, and then my last name.
My dog is just
son.
Luna. It's like Prince.
Well, my cat has a middle name, and it's Drogon.
Does he have a social security number too and a bank account?
Yeah,
and, like,
well,
a
he
college
has an
fund
email
and-
address that is Smokey Drogon at where.
Smokey Drogon.
Yeah.
Sounds like if you go to like a themed restaurant and they have like a list of all the different hot dogs, a Smokey Drogon would be one of them for sure.
See, I think it sounds more like a really elaborate cocktail, like a very sophisticated cocktail. But
yeah,
I think
smoke
my cat
drinks
is very fancy. Kitty has had to cat sit my cat, and this is.
Yep.
How'd that go, Kitty? Hanging out with cats.
Smokey likes me. He's very nice. We're very friendly, and he watched the new season of Stranger Things with me.
Yeah.
Did you have to like make a deal with him so he wouldn't like be a complete jerk, whatever? Or
No,
no?
he's pretty well behaved.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a don't tell my mom I was actually being nice kind of situation.
Yeah. He hates porgs. That's the thing that he hates a lot. Anytime there's a new porg in the house, he attacks it.
It's kind of That's.
It's really funny.
Have you seen the Bon Jovi cat video?
No.
The guy who has a cat named Bon Jovi.
No.
When we're done, that's your other thing you have to go watch after this.
Okay.
And
So-
everyone else.
so
It has like
Speed-
3.5 million views on
So
YouTube.
Speed Racer and then this cat video are the two things
And
I have to watch.
Little Mermaid Honest
Oh,
trailers.
and Little Mermaid Honest
That's what we
trailer.
talked
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
watch that in a second.
For show.
Um,
Challenger's already doing it. He's like, oh yeah.
what
watch
are
this.
your SDCC cosplay plans, Dave?
So I don't have one. I had ideas. I like dressing up, but Comic Con's
He
like a whole other
does.
thing.
He likes dressing up a lot. He does a sick Captain America.
Sick. I did a Captain America RoboCop mashup based
Yep.
on like an image I saw from one of those T-shirt things that we don't like to. Anyways, but it was a RoboCap.
Ooh,
So it was
that's
like
good.
RoboCop with did that one year. That
You
was
also
fun.
did a really good like luchador.
Oh. I'd say questionably good. I don't know about that.
Good.
But, so it's
Yeah.
yeah.
I've also seen the year that you came to work in Chaps.
That was, and then I merged those two together.
Yeah, I
Like
was
one
that
Taco
was
Bell
that
menu
was-
item where you take
Yes.
like a.
So he did that, and I had only worked at Sideshow like 6 weeks, so I didn't really know him very well. And he had like something painted on him as well, and was wearing chaps and a Speedo and a luchador mask.
I think we just got a new like employee handbook where it says you can't wear chaps and paint things on your chest anymore. I think that was a new specific thing. So we then got that out of the way.
So that's Dave's SDCC cosplay plans.
You know, one I want to see.
Code of conduct. Thank you, Dave.
You want to know a great one? So Kellum, he needs to be on a live stream sometime.
Kellum
Kellum
won't.
needs to be on
He
one.
won't. We're not even actually supposed to say his name.
Oh really? K-Dog. K-Dog. He's like the biggest guy here, and he has long hair. He looks like a lion. Like he's like
He actually does
beautiful.
look like a lion if
Yeah.
if a like
Lion was a
big
person.
male lion became
Yeah.
a person.
So he should be Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds outside Comic Con screaming nerds at like everyone going in and out of the con. We need to do that. We need to convince him to be Ogre at Comic Con. That would be the best thing ever.
Also, during my first this was like 3 months in, he came dressed as Sporty Spice.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
so good.
So
good.
if I had any like question about whether or not I would fit in here, like I knew right away.
Yeah.
Because there was Dave and there was K-Dog. Yeah.
K-Dog.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Okay. So Jamie Dewberry says, as a sculptor, painter, or project manager, do you get a copy of the figure you worked on?
No guarantee. We try. You know, I
try.
like trying to help. You know, I mean, of all the people that work on a project, like I'd say a sculptor probably spends the most time in terms of has the longest turnover.
Maybe.
Is
I
that
mean,
the
unless
word?
there's like 9 different shades of green.
That's just Bernie. Okay, Bernie's awesome. He actually you get quality with time. So I'm one that always would push for more time if we get a little bit better quality.
Oh,
That's,
yeah. I mean, look at how Green Arrow turned out, and that was,
9 Shades of Green. Sounds like a hot new Stevie book to make a movie on.
Why are you on this show? So, speaking of books, JJ Joe says, who here is reading My Girls, the new Todd Fisher book? I am.
What is it?
The Todd Fisher book about his life with Debbie and Carrie.
Oh, dang. Sorry. I was thinking like we were talking.
Like
Marvel
My
this
Girl,
week. Gotcha.
My Girl.
I have
My
not.
Girl.
How is it? You like it?
I haven't started it yet. It came out yesterday.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I-
Be all access on the site.
Ooh,
No,
all
I
access.
didn't,
That's-
because I didn't pre-order it off of their site. I pre-ordered it off Amazon.
I don't get Chris's question. Time to wrap up? Question mark. I don't get that one.
You're not supposed to read that.
Oh,
You're not supposed to
the
read
question?
everything on the screen.
Oh.
So, to wrap up, are we planning on doing a whole month of announcements during SDCC? Well, online Comic-Con starts on July 1st.
Yep.
but that's not a whole month of announcements. It's basically like 2.5 weeks of announcements, and then everything's at Comic-Con, and it's leading up, getting you guys excited for what's going to actually be at the show. And then all of us on the show floor, we try to bring the experience home to you, because we know that it's very difficult to get into San Diego Comic-Con. We know that not everybody gets to go, but so we want to make it seem like you're there. So that's what we try to accomplish through these live shows, through the blog, and through pictures, through photo, through the experience, and everything.
And a lot of stuff we already announced or teased too. Like, it might have been just a title treatment, so you might see like an additional preview or full reveal or something too. So yeah, it'd be cool.
It's really
Who
cool.
knows? It's a bunch of
so. Thank you so much, Dave Igo, for making the show amazing. Thanks. We had so many people who made the show amazing. We had Nathan Mansfield. We had Bernardo Escoval, because I finally know how to say his name.
I love
so
having
I've seen it written like for 5 years, and I've never known how to pronounce it. So yay! But they worked on the amazing Green Arrow premium format figure. Thank you so much for your work on that piece and for coming on the show to talk about it. Thank you to Erik Fetchit for coming on and talking about new support hours and new support members, and just everything regarding the customer support team, which is also incredibly amazing. We looked at the Wolverine Life-Size Bust with this guy right here. We looked at the Spider-Man Miles Morales art print. We looked at the Black Panther versus Erik Killmonger art print. We showed you an unboxing of the Bell 6-scale figure. I had to catch my breath there because that was a lot of stuff. And you can go online and enter for your chance to win the Bell at sideshow.com/live-contest. Yeah, there you go. There, Dave. Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Remember, we go live all the time, normally on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time, but you can be notified every time we go live at sideshow.com/notify. We tell you all the different ways so you can know exactly when we do this show.
Not iffy.
I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did.
Not iffy.
Not iffy. Go away. The show's done. We have an Instagram after party with Kitty where we will be taking an up close and personal look at the Nightmare Joker premium format figure. So thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to How to Be a Poser. Today we're going to be creating poses of menace to help mimic a character's attitude from straight out of the comic books. To do that, we're going to be using the Ghost Rider 6-scale figure from Sideshow. Let's get started. Alright, here he is. Sideshow's Ghost Rider 6-scale figure, still in his box, exactly how he's going to come to you. Comes with a nice array of accessories, including his chain, an assortment of hands, both action and gesturing, and this sweet motorcycle tire tread themed base. Can't wait to see what I can do with this guy, so let's get rolling. Alright, so here he is, Ghost Rider, the Spirit of Vengeance. You know, the sky's really the limit with something like this accessory, because of its pliability. You can just basically do whatever you want to with it, and figure out your own way to do it. Just whatever appeals to you. This particular thing that I have in mind, I'm going to try something where he's gripping the chain with his right hand, but gesturing with his left. Check out this head. Yeah, articulated jaw, baby. This part of his jacket is on magnets, and I've already noticed that I've knocked it askew a couple of times while posing. So I'm going to wait until the end to add that to the mix. Now, two ends of this chain. One of them spiky, one of them not so spiky. The not so spiky end is the one that you're going to want to insert into the hand here. There, that's done. So I'm going to bring up this gesturing hand and have him as if he's reaching out towards whoever's about to whip this chain at. I want him to appear as if he's got this arm cocked back, ready to whip this chain at somebody. I'm going to cock his hips out this way, actually out this way, and then move this leg out. Let's bend this leg down. It's going to look as if he just whipped his chain at somebody and then brought it back around him. Now, just for the sake of aesthetics, I think it's cool to just have the chain forming a bit of a semicircle around the back of him, and maybe even having the point right here near his foot. Like he just whipped it back and it just came around, and that's where it landed. drop that jaw. Now see, I'm running into a problem with the jaw colliding with the collar, so I'm just going to kind of gradually, gently pull that collar out of the way, then drop the jaw. If the collar wants to come back in and connect with it, then it can, and that will actually serve to help hold it in place. One final touch. Add this thing back into the mix, and we're good. Many members of the design team responsible for bringing this figure to life are motorcyclists. Their experience therein allowed them to bring a real-world sensibility to the figure. When you combine the costume and all of its elements with things such as the chain and that amazing head sculpt with the fiery hair coming out of him, all these things combine to create a truly terrifying figure.